Ah. Konnichiwa. Hello everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to wherever you are. Hello. So, today we shall be continuing our game of Phoenix Wright is turning today. And yeah, last we left off, I believe we are currently on the trial, the second trial for the samurai thing. Turnabout Samurai episode 3, Turnabout Samurai. And yeah. So without further ado, let us go to the game screen. I apologize if I sound a bit tired because I kinda am, but you know, I'll keep going. Okay, to the gaming screen. Okay, where is my game? Oh, there it is. Let me mute the BGM because it's overlapping. And yeah, I hope the audio levels are good. Yeah. So let us continue this, shall we? Yes. Here we go. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright? Hold up, let me adjust my microphone. There we go. No. Okay, I think this should be good. There. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Yep, it's definitely not. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Hey, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand. Or that director. Okay. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you... I completely forgot this guy talked like this. How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make Steel Samurai, new brothel. Oh my goodness. Sal Manella, I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Okay, time to save! The day of the murder. Let me save. Save. Yes. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. It's really short. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. According to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, time to press every single thing. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. That when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FWIW, I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the scene run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. The WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch, Ruffs. What? ROFS? Rolling on the floor, starving? I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. This isn't cook some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. He said he didn't eat lunch, but then he knows what they ate. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want? Sweats. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I had suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Oh gosh, I hate his face! A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We're in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well... yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during your break? Oops. Rolling on the floor laughing. Well... Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witnesses to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. The break. Time to save again. Hey? Yeah, FWIW, we took a break early on the floor laughing. It was only 15 minutes. 15! It's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Steams. Steams? I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Okay. Wait, hold up. Sleeping pills. 2:15 to 4 p.m. Victory scene. Okay. 2 p.m. What's this? What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or until 2:45. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. $2:15. Okay. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. It was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the table. Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say, commit a murder in Studio 1, lol. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. People in this trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Oh man. Save time. Yes. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30 the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at that court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios were blocked? Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. Whoops. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on that day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Okay. Oh, it's the kid. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. October 19, 11:04 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in the trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Oh. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Okay. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady! I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with a beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. We'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record. A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Time to save! Okay. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. Got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was Steel Samurai. It totally rocked, right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time. That would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see and hear, honestly. Okay. Witness account. Cross-examination. See a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. Went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. Totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, it was kinda far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Found a map on the internet and went to the studio that day. Okay, he's just repeating it. Let's see. Okay. Let's try to present this one. Uh-oh. Your Honor, this... Oh, no! Nope, 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 nope. Whoops. Let's see. And 15. Took him down, pal. If I had my camera with me, that would be... this one? You like scratches and oh no! Yabai, 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 yabai. Let's see, let's see. Okay. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You're quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Oh my gosh! It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody. Boomer. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And do you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Oh my gosh, I only have a few things left. Save. Yes. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. What I saw. Okay. Oh man, I have only 2 chances left. Yeah, I had my camera with me. I was glued to the action and couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No? Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. How exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me the look, Pops. How should I play this? Press a martyr. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before, you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Did you miss the most important part? Detention! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated that what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fights. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track for this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? I need to save. Let's look at what we have. He was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim to be looking? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? You have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Couldn't watch it? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. Huh. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright? Okay. So we have to show evidence. I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Insert objection here, say. I don't know. He was gonna show it? Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Lost your nerve, have you? Very well, I ask you the question again. Oh! What is it? This? Nope, not that. It's probably at the camera, right? This? Here's my... There we go. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Took me a while. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there and watch his hero. And not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix? I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor? The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody? Could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? No photo? Okay, let's save again. We only have two chances left. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? Not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Okay. No photo? This samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. You did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground, and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would have, once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Well, this kid is lying. This is perjury. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. But Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Okay, let's save photos were blurry, he erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Hello, Rise! Hello! Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no! Thanks for the baby voice redeem, Chochi. Let me go and open up my timer. Let's see, timer. Okay, wait, let me drink some water first. Okay, baby voice, start now. Thank you. No way, no. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. Never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit that he saw would just Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Or
order. I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Ah! Oh no. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Ah, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Ah! Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yeah, according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Okay, time to save. I don't wanna have to do that again. Save, yes. Hammer? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim? Steel Samurai. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Obag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Oh, but why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Oh. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Yep. Here, this is it.
Oh. And baby voice has concluded. Thanks for redeeming it, Chochi. Well, look at this. It's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. It was fun, I'm a Ippono. Okay. What? Your Honor? May I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. The spear. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Maybe you want to rethink with your case? Yes, please, Your Honor. Oh, it's this. You went to Studio 2. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Mr. Wright, might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But... that's impossible. Eh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Studio 2. Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. No filming is done there? The path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. You may recall there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order. The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. Miss Salmonella's name? Salmonella is actually a guy. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldlag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Seal Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. The sleeping pills? I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, I'm surprisingly that I'm much less confident. I think I'm right though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Olbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. His trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned.
Ah.
October 19, 2:47 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Good job, but it's not over yet. Yep, it's still one more trial. Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks.
We continued. Okay. Let's go!
Save again, and then we shall continue. We'll go until, like, we find evidence, and then stop before the next trial begins. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Okay. That was a close one. Huh? Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. But Maya?
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under the system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Okay, so Steel Samurai. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Thanks for the stretch redeem, Bryce. I'm gonna go stretch. Yeah. Okay. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Any ideas? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? Can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP, Powers, right. Okay, let us move to the detention center. October 19, detention center, visitors room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Talk? Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors, anyhow. Director Manila. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I heard he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump and he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Okay. Can we present stuff? Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. Fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Sniff. Oh. Excuse me, thank you for... Oh, okay. Oops. Let's see. Go somewhere else? Can we talk again? Nope, we can't. This is Cody's... Hey, a digital camera! I'm impressed a kid like him would have something this expensive. Kids these days. I don't imagine spirit mediums in training get a lot of toys. What do you think about this? It's that fanboy's prized possession. Wow, impressive! It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV. These are mostly taken at those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even real powers inside that suit. No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick? Yeah, whatever you say. I would have thought that it was Jack Hammer inside, but why did he steal it? That's what I have to figure out. Let's go back to this. Oh, we can go to the studio. October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. Old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah, I thought we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if you wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. Let's talk. Producer Vasquez. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Director Manila. Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Well... That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Call him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Miss Oldback, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking. Thank you very much. Okay. Can we go to the back? Outside Studio 1. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone's called him, like the director or the producer. Let's go to Studio 2. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L. Oh! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Mr. Hammer. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Just do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Will Powers. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it! I know it! Oh dear. Director Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. Okay. Let's go to the trailer then. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. What's in the trash can? Laying here, that could be a clue to some paper cups and a couple documents. Okay. said to steal samurai. Where they had that meeting. Documents and paper cups scattered around. That's frosted. Okay. New poster, dynamite, starring Jackhammer. Samurai Summer, starring Jackhammer. Those typical summer romance, I suppose. Great. Typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. Old movie poster, singing samurai. What the hell does samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Very accomplished singer. Let's go back. Q. We talk. No. Not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Ah. Eh? Let's see. Let's go to the employee area. October 19th, Global Studios employee area. Guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Eek! Okay, Gumshoe. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Guess I can be a little dramatic at times. Dramatique. I suppose it's the actor in me. Oh my goodness, Gumshoe. Man, sketchy. He's actually the detective, so... Anyways, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. On the plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plates back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See, if there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Okay. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So, the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Prosecutor Edgeworth. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Oh no. Whoa. Whoa, indeed. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Found bears Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Nice. Got updated. Present. Can present stuff to him? This guy know as much about that as you do, pal. Nothing. Okay. I'm guessing. Okay. Will Powers was drunk. I'm gonna go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, detective. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial too. Oh, mostly lawyers would have given up after the director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by now. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that? Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. Must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Oh, blush. Okay. Wait, let's move to the dressing room. Maybe we'll find something there. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Oh. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. I feel like Detective Gumballs is the culprit. Hello, Robot Masarap. Actually, Detective Gumshoe is the detective, so he's not the culprit. He's always there at every case, though. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything, she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? Last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is gonna change programming. They're not gonna make the kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Aren't they gonna make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is... a fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to. The plot thickens, indeed it does. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. Miss Vasquez, sketchy? Yeah, I think so too. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Okay. I don't think there's anything here. Because we're only looking for, like, a motive. Let us go back to the gates and talk. What, you're still slinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take it over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Why do they... Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Talk 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh my god.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols!
Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
You claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Sleeping pills. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see.
Poor Hammer.
You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
Ayo, what?
She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph? What? Well, wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Oh my god!
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
Oh, so that was 5 years ago. But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the quarter shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Oh my god.
Poor old Hammer. He was a big star. The biggest. That accident 5 years ago is what did him in. He wanted to hide it. He didn't want anyone to know. Poor silly old Hammer. If he had just come out and confessed, and Vasquez wouldn't have gotten her claws into him.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Go to Studio 2. Oh, she's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Okay. It's kind of suspicious right now. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had that photo. She She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh my gosh. Ayo. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. It was nice knowing you. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. Hey! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now. Let's go! Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Wow. Yeah, apparently she has connections to the mafia. Hey, are you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Aww. Detective Gumshoe. TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Just doing my job. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Wow, ikuzo! To be continued. Nice. Yes. Hey. Okay, override. Okay. So I will be stopping the stream here. So let's go back to the chatting screen. Okay, where's my beat? There it is. So let me go look for somebody to raid first before I end it properly. Let's see. Who should I raid today? Bitin. We'll continue it next week. Don't worry. I think it's a good stopping point. Yeah. Oh, I can raid Shiori. She's also playing. She's playing the Great Ace Attorney right now. I think it was the prequel. Yes. Let's look. Shiori. There we go. So, thank you so much, everybody, for coming and watching me play another part of the Ace Attorney series. And yeah, I had fun. Sheesh, Mafia. Damn. Almost got beat up. So, thank you again very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be playing... Wait, let me look at my schedule. I forget. Let's see. Tomorrow we'll be playing The Stillness of the Wind again. We'll be playing as our dear Granny Talma and then farming again. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow and otsuria! Bye bye!